Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 4, Episode 12. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so the show opens with Safari and Fizz going golf, and it's so funny. They gave Safari Fizz a spot on the show. He is a permanent character, and he really doesn't have a story. So it's just like, what? I don't really understand. I know he was a fan favorite and everything, but still, it's just like, you could have kept Fizz at what he was too. Anyway, you guys, they golf, and Safari invites Fizz to a listening / video party for Chanel West Coast, New Bay. They didn't film the video. Did y'all listen to it? I know y'all still ain't feeling it, but trust me, in the car, a little bit tipsy, but not driving. Anyways, who should pull up while the two are talking but Bobby Brown? Okay, now it's already random enough that they on the golf course when it's clear that neither one of them golf. But then you got Bobby Brown there. I said, now I know good and damn well Bobby ain't no golfer. But anyway, he pulled up on the golf cart, and yeah, Fizz has invited him because he want to bend their ear about, getting the band back together. Okay, B2K. I was listening to that, and I was just like, this is the best y'all could come up with. You know good and damn well B2K is not getting back together. Absolutely not. All that shit that Raz-B had going with the group, and and that bridge is burnt all the way down to the ground, child. That ain't happening, but whatever. I'll let them sit there and talk about it. Bobby Brown says, just get out there and talk to them and see what they thinking. I can already tell you what they thinking. I don't give a damn if you watch the New Edition movie and everything. B2K, New Edition, totally different issues. But whatever, let's humor him. So he said he gonna start with J Boog, and I was like, ooh, that J Boog is fine. I guess maybe about 2 years ago, I was like, I wonder what happened to J Boog. And I looked him up on Instagram, and he living his life. He has a family now, and I know he was a coach back then. I didn't follow him, but I did see that he was involved with his kids' lives and playing football, little league, and just living a regular life. I know that Fizz and J Boog tried to, right after B2K broke up, I think they tried to cash in on still their little bit of celebrity that they had left, and they had like an online YouTube, they had like an online reality show that followed them for a little while, and I actually went and watched them all. But other than that, it was just like, you could kind of tell that J Boog's, his heart wasn't in it. Fizz was still trying to hold on. That's why when he showed up on Hollwyood, we was all like, look at Po Fizz. He the only one ain't got shit going on. But whatever. Okay, he get that J Boog out there. I said, ooh, that boy know he fine. Okay, I mean, just on his grown man. And they sit down in the bar, and Fizz was just like, I'm trying to get everybody back together, see what you guys think. I just feel like there's still so much more we can do. And, make a long story short, J Boog was like, well, it's a no for me. Okay, like completely no, because Raz is in China doing whatever the fuck he's doing with his crazy self. Omarion, we already know, is out. Like, he still think that he's a hit maker on his own. J Boog was like, well, we gonna be trying to get together with him when he already still got his big head that he can do it by himself. Like, I'm not even trying to go there, but, have you talked to anybody else? No, he started with J Boog because, like I said, they have a little bit more history. J Boog seems like he's the most rational of the group. So, Fizz was kind of taken aback that J Boog didn't want to do it, but he was just like, it's not going to work, okay? But I came on the show so everybody could see how fucking fine I am, okay? I'm going to take it on back, to my other business that I have, protect the brand that I have, because I can't be fucking around with you guys and all this shit that you guys got going on in the show. Then you want to get the group back together and, all the drama that going on. I mean, Raz-B alone is too much of a... He's too much of a risk to even try to put them all back together, okay? And how do you get past that whole Chris Stokes molested the group and all? Baby, let sleeping dogs lie, child. Leave it alone, Fizz. Leave it alone. Alright, you guys, next up, the Thirsty Squad. And fuck, everybody on the show is just about thirsty now. So, we got to branch everybody off into their own individual branch of thirstiness. Hazel Lee is at this party. Lyrica evidently, did they say she was launching a sunglass company? I said, boy, they pull all kind of shit out their ass. But okay, sunglasses. She's there. She's supporting Lyrica, okay? Zell the monster is there. He say he tired of hanging with losers and shit that, you know, bitches that ain't got nothing going on like Masika and whatnots. So he's there with Bridget, okay? Because evidently Bridget got it going on. And like I said, Hazel is there supporting Lyrica. She spots that Booby is over at the party as well, okay? So she goes and she sits down with Booby. And when I tell you this is the most cringe-worthy scene, because there's nothing worse than when a bitch don't realize that they was really just the hit and quit. You was the secret. You was the one that they didn't think was all that cute, but he went on and fucked on you anyway because, you know, you was throwing yourself at him and, you know, he saw an opportunity. I mean, it's fucked up. Listen, it's fucked up that guys do this to women, but it happens. So for you to sit down with Booby and really be trying to get him to admit on camera that he fucked you, it's obvious he not gonna do it. Now, do I believe that they fuck? Yes, I do. All right, I believe that they did it. But girl, if you're gonna be degrading yourself and making yourself even look that much more undesirable by sitting up there and arguing the nigga down when he obviously doesn't want, it's just like, what is wrong with Hazel? This girl cannot have no friends. Because somebody should have been and told her. But see, I tell you that Hazel Lee is now an egomaniac. Like, I can't even imagine her listening to any of her friends to tell her, like, girl, you are really tripping. Why are you putting yourself out there like that? So she was just like, you know, you lying on your dick and you know that we slept together and, you know, you didn't have no money. You was broke and you asked me for money and all of that. How does that make you look better? The nigga was using you. Did you give him the money? That's what I really want to know. She left that part out. You know, when she jumped up and tried to get the red cup and throw the water on him, I'm just like, where in her mind does she think that she's really telling somebody off? He was like, if y'all get this old ugly ass little girl out of here, okay, running up on me and talking all reckless and shit. I mean, why would you give somebody the opportunity to call you some ugly ass old girl? Like, that girl is, I can't, you know. Child. Anyway, as security escorts her away, Zell the monster and Bridget, you know, they go over there and they you know, kind of teasing Booby like, look at all that shit you had going on with old Hazel Lee. And Bridget is giving Booby the 1-2, okay? She looking him up and down and, you know, she was just like, oh, you know, kind of like, what's up with you? And I was like, girl, what exactly is going on here? They was flirting and everything. I was just like, okay, Bridget, you know what? The way you guys described her and how bomb her EP was and all of this is completely not the image that I had of Bridget before. But we're going to get back to Bridget later, okay? Hazel Lee, all right, it was interesting that they didn't escort her out of the party. Instead, they just escorted her to another side of the party. And she catches up with Lyrica. And, you know, she just talking about, you know, Booby lying on his dick and everything. Lyrica decides to tell Hazel Lee about this bet that the guys had, okay? Diamonds and Pearls, Ray J, and Safari. And you guys know the bet, you know, whoever had the lowest sperm count was the person that had to work with Hazel Lee. Now, I don't know why Lyrica felt like she needed to tell a girl that. I mean, obviously, a bitch don't want to hear that, especially after a nigga just lied and said that he didn't fuck on you when you know that he did, okay? Called you ugly ass and all. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what, I'm sure her self-esteem was pretty low, and to find out about this, you know, she was just like, you know, Safari always been kind of, you know, questionable. She didn't know how he really felt. Diamonds and Pearls, Lyrica made it clear that Diamonds and Pearls was not a part of it. You know, he was kind of on the back end. So he gets cleared. But Ray J, like, dang, you know, me and Ray J, we've been friends for like 16 years. One of the rock stars was like, why the fuck she been knowing every goddamn body for 16 years? But you know, now she mad. She gonna have to go and set everybody fucking straight. Okay, bitch, you will not talk about Hazel Lee in any kind of way. Now, let's jump over to Safari, okay? This is another scene where I was just like, what? First of all, I couldn't understand not one word that he said, okay? You know, I like to fancy myself, you know, my best friend is Belizean, and I be trying to act like I know how to, you know, the Belizean's patois and the whole Creole, the breakup, and child, I couldn't understand what that man said. If they didn't have the little words down on the ground, on the screen, I wouldn't have known. But this is basically, I'm a condense it real quick like for y'all. Basically, Safari's cousin is in town, and Safari's cousin is trying to get Safari to come back to New York. Safari doesn't want to come back to New York because he loves it in Los Angeles. You guys, you know, he loves the sun and the surf and all the women out there. And his cousin was like, yeah, but these women out here, they fake. They got fake breasts. They got fake asses. They got fake hair. They got fake money. I was just like, okay, with the exception of maybe one or two of those, that sounds like Nicki Minaj to me. But I'm going to move on from that. That's neither here nor there. Safari was just like, yeah, I know what you mean. But, you know, I think Safari just feels like he needs a new surrounding because he got bad memories maybe on the East Coast. But he tells his cousin, you know what, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it, run it through my mind a little bit and figure out if I really do think I should come on back on that coast. For now, he going to be in Los Angeles, especially because he's trying to be on this damn show. His cousin did tell him that he was 36 years old. I was like, damn, Safari is 36? He don't look like he's 36. But 36 is kind of old for the fool of fucking niggatry. I mean, he don't really get caught up in too much foolishness. And, you know, we know why he's there. It's for the comedy relief and everything. But when he said 36, I was just like, yeah, that is a little bit up there. What y'all think? At 36, is it time for Safari to think about settling down? Maybe, maybe not. Now let's jump over to Bridget, child. If this girl ain't a host of contradictions, James is at the gym, he working out, and she shows up, okay? She got the weight of the world on her shoulders. She sits down and she tells him, you know, what are we doing? You know, when a woman asks you, what are we doing? And, you know, it's real grave and everything. That she basically want to know, like, where is this relationship going? When are we getting married? James was like, listen, I love you. I want to be with you. I want to have kids with you, get married, okay, grow old together, picket fence, all of that. But, you know, you done cheated a whole bunch of times. Okay, she get to crying. Okay, when are you going to stop punishing me for that, bitch? When you stop cheating. Listen, everybody deserves a chance to change. I understand that. But if you going to keep on fucking around, what is a nigga supposed to do? What I'm going to be doing up here marrying your ass and you can decide one time to get a hair up your ass and decide you want to fuck on somebody else? Like, no. Girl, you got to prove yourself. We can't just say we gonna do it. We can't just talk the talk. We got to walk the walk. I don't blame James' ass. Like, girl, no. Okay, she get to crying and shit. You know, I gotta go. Go on, Bridget. So I told you guys how she was flirting at the damn sunglass party, right? With Booby. Well, then we jump over to Booby. You know, he at the Catalina Express. And side note, you guys, I know that the Catalina Island is off of Long Beach, San Pedro area. Okay, I accidentally said San Diego, and everybody I honestly do know that it's off of San Pedro. As a matter of fact, me and all the cheerleaders, when we were varsity cheerleaders, we went to Catalina for a day of fun in the sun when I was in 12th grade, you know. And it was so funny because Catalina Express, the tickets was real high. All right, so they used to have some other little bootleg company that you can get on. Didn't have as big of a boat. Okay, that'll zoom your ass over there, you know. So we hadn't got our shit together. We was all cute. We didn't paid our little money to get on the bootleg place instead. Child, got on that boat. Them motherfuckers that zoomed us over there, child. By the time we got over there, our hair was blown and shit. It was wet. Child, it was sandy looking. I said, we are a fucking mess, okay? But we got our ass over there for way less than it would have been on Catalina Express anyway. Y'all remember that Menina Tish, Kelly, Debbie? That shit was funny. Okay, getting back to the show. So we see Booby. He at the Catalina Express. He waiting on what we assume to be Brooke to show up there so they can go and, you know, celebrate, or not celebrate, but try to figure out their relationship a weekend in Catalina. We see Brooke at the same time. She pulling up in her car. We thinking that, you know, Brooke is parking her car so she can go and join Booby on the fucking Catalina Express. But oh no, Brooke is going to a barbecue, birthday party for Marcus, or Marcus's kids, somebody in Marcus's family. So where the fuck is Booby going and who he going with? Okay, well, we know he going to Catalina, and child, how about he going with that damn Bridget? And I said, bitch, no, you not. Okay, what you not gonna do is show the whole card this early. She talking about she's single and she can do what are you really single? Okay, when did I hear the words, we gonna break up, we gonna take a break, we gonna see other people in the conversation with you and James? Your motherfucking ass sat down there with him and the boy told you he love you, he wanna be with you, he just don't trust you right now. Okay, for your ass to take it all the way completely left and say, you know what, I'm single and I can do what the fuck I wanna do. Okay, alright, but you ain't calling you no damn hoe. but you is hoish. You know good and damn well that this boy is wrapped up with this girl, Brooke. Brooke is still sort of your frenemy. Then she gonna throw in there that she trying to help Marcus out by taking Brooke out of the equation. First of all, you still ain't took Brooke out of the equation. You just giving this boy, you know, this serial cheater, from what Keisha Cole say, okay, license to be, you know, fucking around with you for the weekend. Oh, it's just like this girl. So anyway, they grab hands and child, they take it on to Catalina. So they was in Catalina and, like, you know, a really nice place. I was like, what part of Catalina is that? Okay, that was the part where the money is. Because I was just like, we didn't see that part. But obviously they was on the other side of the island, you know, where they was with the water. It was very beautiful, you know, romantical and whatnot, pouring drinks and, you know, sitting there and overlooking the water. And they try to have a heart-to-heart, I guess. I was like, bitch, ain't nobody feeling no fucking sympathy for your ass. Booby with the whole I slid up in her DMs. I mean, just the fact that somebody says that about you, I mean, that ought to tell you the level of respect that they have for you, sliding up in the motherfucking DMs. You know, they drinking their little Andres or whatever, you know, and they kissing, you know, over the water. And I just couldn't. Skipping back over to Brooke. Okay, she's at this party with Marcus, and Marcus was like, you know, this ain't really the time or the place to be having this discussion, but Brooke is insistent on having a conversation, so okay. So they get to talking. I just can't get over the fact that Marcus is trying to make it seem like Brooke is all of the problem in the relationship. Now listen, Brooke shouldn't have did what she fucking did, okay. But let's not forget that supposedly your ass was fucking around with this other girl for 12 years, fucking around with her, not fake acting like you might be in a relationship or trying to get something going with this other girl just because you're trying to make the other person mad, like what Brooke was doing with Booby. No, nigga, you supposedly was in this relationship with this bitch, yet and still you gonna keep on trying to make Brooke feel worse than she should feel for some shit that you was the reason why it happened. But see, Marcus, I said, girl, don't let him Jedi mind trick you. You know, the whole time she's sitting up there guilty, okay, feeling bad, you know, she shouldn't have did it. And he gonna tell her what I did was wrong, but you did what you did trying to hurt me. Yes! That's exactly what she tried to do. She tried to hurt your stupid ass because you was cheating on her supposedly for 12 fucking years. Okay? Now, the way that Marcus is feeling so emotional about it, I'm just gonna think upon myself that, you know, Mona probably slid her own storyline in there. And, you know, we know that Marcus probably wasn't fucking around with that Jade girl. Just a way for him to be on the show. But it's obvious that there is high chemistry between Booby and Brooke. So I'm feeling like maybe he really in real life is upset that he's kind of getting played by this Booby thing when it was presented to him where it would just be a storyline. But now it's really looking like he about to lose his girl to Booby. Okay? Because in real life, you guys know they was just on the Real last night or yesterday. Okay? And it was all this chemistry. I didn't watch it. But Sky Santana come telling me that, you know, it was a whole bunch of chemistry and it was obvious that either they've been fucking around for a long time or, you know, that they are doing so right now. So I think Marcus, without being able to say it on the show, is feeling duped. Because when you listen to him talk otherwise, it sounds like the nigga got good sense. So I'm thinking to myself that, yeah, he's mad because he didn't let Booby slip in the back door and steal his girl trying to be up here on this fucking show. Hey, look, Marcus. It didn't happen to the best of folks on here, honey. You might as well get in where you can. Okay, you better bring your new bitch next season, if you even make it back. So I guess now that Marcus and Brooke is, you know, I guess Brooke has decided that she gonna try to figure it out and work shit out with Marcus. She knows that she needs to cut Booby off. Okay, so she goes and meets Booby at the basketball courts, I think it was. Booby was just like, oh, fancy seeing you here, okay? I thought you was going to be going with me to Catalina and, you know, having a good time for the weekend so we could figure out our relationship. And she was just like, listen, you know, the way we feel about each other and us going to Catalina for a weekend and being intimate, you know, that probably was not going to be the best thing, okay? Considering she still want to work shit out with Marcus, she going to have to cut this off with Booby. And Booby was like, listen, I can respect that, okay? He didn't tell her ass that he still went out there, okay, with your frenemy Bridget, whose whole slip is hanging so tough. Shit. He was just like, okay, well, that's fine. If that's what you want to do, fine. Okay, but he get to stuttering, you know, talking about how he feel about her, and all of a sudden she just kisses him. And I said, bitch, now you just said you gonna cut it off with him. I wish you guys would stop this fucking farce. Fuck the nigga and get over it. Shit. Now jumping over to Chanel West Coast and her, new babe video release party that she was having with Safari, the one he was talking about earlier. Okay, we there. Your usual suspects. They showing the old janky ass video, didn't look like nothing to me. Okay, looked like they just got, Safari and Chanel in front of like a white, ain't even no damn nothing in the background, and them two, rapping and doing whatever. I said, Mona, bitch, you ain't gonna get us today. But whatever, after the video is over and, Chanel West Coast get on the mic with some damn bathing suit leotard. I said, girl, everybody can't wear this kind of shit. Y'all stop that. She get up there on the mic and she thanking everybody and thanking Safari and all that. Okay, whatever. Afterwards, we see Nikki Baby talking to Ray, the gay AA, and she's telling him how well he did with this party. He's the one that put it all together and made sure, the invites and, decorations and, all of that was in place. All right, and Ray, the gay AA is, he's like, thank you. All right, I did a whole lot of work and it finally came together. I said, child, a lie, don't care who tell it. But okay, if that's what you say. While they talking, who should walk up but Alexis? That's Nikki's girl, and she invited her. Okay, Ray the Gay AA was just like, why is she here? Because she was invited, and you are just the party planner. You are not part of the party, so nobody gives a fuck if you don't like the girl or not. So they're trying to tell Ray the Gay AA that he needs to remain professional, but of course, as soon as he sees her, he goes from 0 to 100, and all of a sudden, him and Alexis Sky is arguing. Chanel goes over there because they fucking up her video release party, and she's trying to calm them down, okay? Not only is Chanel West Coast there, but Child Coochie there. Okay, and Solo Coochie and Chanel West Coast together, Alexis was like, oh, so you with the white bitch now? And Chanel West Coast was trying to convince Alexis, like, it ain't even that serious. Like, why are you getting this mad? Coochie trying to calm Alexis Sky down. Security got to take her out. Coochie say, him and Chanel ain't even went public. I was like, Chanel just said it ain't even that serious. So what are you talking about, Coochie? Later on, we see Chanel West Coast with Safari and Fizz. They out having drinks. And remember I told you guys that Hazel Lee has a bone to pick with the three who had, the bet on her with the low sperm count and whatnot, okay? So she shows up, all right? And Hazel, she always got to have her props. And she walk in with the bag and she sits down, okay? And, Safari was just like, hey, what's up? And she was just like, oh, so I heard that you guys had a bet against me about a low sperm count and whoever had the lowest sperm count. I said, here we go again, bitch. You don't realize when people was talking negatively about you, like, why would you keep bringing shit up like that? Something is wrong with Hazel Lee. Okay, Safari was like, wait a minute, whoa, why you going there with it? Okay, I mean, I was just a little bit a part of it, but the record came out dope, so what's the problem? The problem is she don't appreciate you guys betting on her and talking about some fucking low sperm count. So just since you guys want to talk about dicks so much, she pick up this bag and she empty a whole bunch of rubber dicks on there. She tell him, Safari, that that's for him. I said, oh girl, I guess you told him something. And he was just like, oh, what the fuck? They all laughing at, and then she get her little purse and she walk off. I was just like, this girl is so fucking corny. She don't even realize it. That Safari was like, is this a molding of her nose? See, that's the whole thing. Like, you try to tell somebody off and they can still use your props against you. I mean, it's a lose all the way around. That poor Hazel Lee, somebody be her friend. And then lastly, you guys, Zelda Monster. We see Zelda Monster talking to Keisha Cole. Like I told you guys, Keisha don't want to be a part of no bullshit. Of course, Zelda Monster is telling her about the shit that happened with Masika. And Keisha don't want to hear it. But she was just like, without saying it. She was just like, I know the nigga trying to make his spot on this reality show and make his money. So, baby, go on and secure the bag. Okay, just leave me out that shit. So she tell him, cut the riff-raff. Okay, nigga, I don't want to hear it. So he jumped from that. Okay, maybe you want to hear the fact that your man Booby was at this party and how Hazel Lee was trying to convince everybody there that they had been fucking, and we already knew about Booby getting fought over by Hazel and Brooke, and he telling Keisha all that, and Keisha was just like, I done been left that nigga alone, okay? I mean, as long as he ain't breaking my heart, I don't really care. I'm just gonna tell you guys straight up that there's something about Booby that I don't like. Something about the nigga is shiftless. And I just read before I came out and did this video that he has, because Keisha finally filed for divorce, now he is filing for full custody of that baby and also spousal support. And I know, Okay, if women can do it to men, then damn it, men can do it to women too. But something about a nigga who is fully able and capable of making his own way, instead deciding to rely on the back of the wife who, at least as we saw on this show, has been carrying your motherfucking ass all this time, for you to just, I mean, it's just something about a man that can do that kind of thing. Like, I mean, I know it's life, and you know, motherfucker got bills to pay and everything, but it sure does make me look at you totally different. And I don't like Booby. Let me get off of Booby though. Zell the monster. He still got this drama with Masika, and he want to get that off of his chest. Okay, so instead of him having to fight with Masika all the time, he gonna make a diss record. And long story short, he has Alexis Sky down there. They gonna do it together. We've already heard the song. They've already released it. I saw the little video. Somebody tagged me on Instagram. I saw it. Whatever. It's not gonna be no great big hit, but they did it at the expense of Masika. You know, everybody was saying last week how mean Zell is. He is mean. But so is Masika. I feel like Masika has gotten a taste of her own medicine because she has just been so nasty over the years. Now she done got a nigga who is just as nasty, if not nastier than her. Okay, and I mean attitude nasty. So, you know, it's hard to feel sorry for any of them when Masika was just as mean, okay, not too long ago. But whatever, you guys. That was the show. A whole bunch of just stupidity, you know, hood boogery, full of fucking niggatry. Alright, you guys, let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. itsrox, channel's for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.